Welcome back. I'm your host, Leslie Cottle, and you are listening to This Empowered Life podcast, the podcast delivering tools, knowledge, and wisdom to empower the soul. Today's episode is called The Messy Middle of Change. The messy middle of transformation is that in-between space between where you were and where you are going. This is the least favorite place for most change makers because you're teetering between two completely different realities. My hope is that this episode will soften any worries and remind you to keep going. Hello and welcome to today's episode. Transformation feels so messy sometimes, and I know a few people that have had a hard week last week. And I just want to remind you, if you are someone who is just going through it right now, I want to remind you about the process of transformation. Believe it or not, transformation has a pattern, and it always starts with the awareness that something needs to change. Then part 2 is you move through that transformation, and part 3, it's complete. We're really good at the beginning part. We're really good at looking forward to the end part. But that area in the middle while we're moving through this transformation can become a really big challenge sometimes when there are hiccups along the way or resistance along the way. We can find ourselves really frustrated or down in the dumps. And the messy middle can just trip you up. So if you're struggling in the messy middle, I want to give you a really big virtual hug and tell you everything is going to be okay. The messy middle is your journey. And I don't know about you, but I could always use a little bit of practice remembering and learning how to love that messy middle. So if you're there too, if you're in the mess of the middle, I want to remind you that things are not as they seem. We have this tendency to look around and to say, oh my gosh, I want change so bad, not to even see that we're actually in change. We are changing because we can recognize that we want to change. And I want to remind you that because you are already on your way, it's not that change is on its way, it's that you're already in it. It means that what you're seeking is coming. So you don't have to worry about it not coming because it is. All you have to do is to keep moving forward. And as you go through your day, remember where you're headed. Remember that the transformation is the journey. And don't forget to enjoy the journey. And because you have that awareness that you desire something different, things will be different. Things already are different. Not just in time that things will be different. Things are different right now. And being in the messy middle is absolutely okay. So I dare you to have a little bit of fun in the messy middle, to celebrate your actions, to celebrate the awareness, to celebrate yourself every step of the way. Know that everything is coming for you, and have a great day. Tune in Tuesdays for more yummy and soulful episodes. If you love what you're hearing and want to support the podcast, please follow and rate the podcast on Spotify and Apple to help new listeners find us. To find out more about my coaching and healing practice, head over to my website, www.lesliecottle.com. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.